Like this video and subscribe to the channel right now, and get 1 week of amazing luck. I don't know, maybe it's your fantasy or you really want to hunt crocodile houses for some reason. Whatever your reasons, I'm here to help you out. You can not only save yourself from crocodile attacks, but you can also kill this lethal water giant. Here is the weak point of crocodiles that allows everyone to kill them. Number 11. Attack on weak point. So, assuming you're now close enough to one to land a decent attack, strike the neck. That is, strikes it with enough force that the crocodile gets paralyzed. Do you see how tigers go after crocs? The tiger charges the croc on the neck because their powerful teeth might potentially paralyze it. You can see how long those things are, after all. Those fangs are designed to pierce deep into the armored reptile vertebrae or arteries. Once that happens, the crocodile is unable to recover, transforming them from lethal predators to easy prey. Number 10. Defend your life. You can only win 10 out of 2 or 3 fights with a crocodile. And you'll have to battle for your life several times, which won't be easy because you're up against the river monster, but it's your greatest chance of survival. That's because even if you swim away now, odds are you won't be able to outswim a predator whose native habitat is in the sea. So what do? If you don't have a weapon to smack a croc with, look around you and fight with any rock or wood you can find. I mean, I'll offer you some fighting ideas later, but given the circumstances, I doubt you'll be able to think clearly. Those recommendations may be more effective in a less stressful circumstance, so do your best and hope the rest falls into place. Number 9. Punch its palatal valve. Okay, your arms are locked within its mouth, and you're having trouble fighting back. It's okay, I got you. All you have to do now is smash that croc's palatal valve with your bitten appendage. What exactly is a palatal valve? Look inside its mouth at the flap that covers its pipes. Yes, that's the one you need to hit in order for the crocodile to let you go. This method can truly drown the crocodile. Even with their mouths open, the crocodiles can submerge underwater without drowning thanks to this valve. If you're already in the water and push it down, the water will pour down the croc neck and you'll die if it doesn't let you go. Number 8. Run straight and fast. Listen, you're not fleeing a hail of arrows, you're fleeing a predator, and that thing can change direction as quickly as you can. So, once you've escaped its clutches, the best thing to do is flee like the wind. Take off your shoes, flip-flops, or whatever you're wearing. All I care about is that you run as quickly as you can in a straight line. Because even if you bother to do that zigzag thing you hear about from others, it will catch up to you in no time. Number 7. Never mess inside water. First and foremost, if you're going to take on this gigantic predator, you may as well catch it by surprise when it's on land. Why? Because they move more slowly on the ground. Remember, they have enormous tails and bellies to lug around, and I'm not going to help them by putting them in a situation that won't support their weight, but don't be overconfident or cocky. Even if you capture this reptile outside of its natural habitat, keep in mind that its first strike will always be swift. Maintain a safe distance so that it cannot catch you even if it lunges. You're attacking them in a circumstance where they won't aggressively hunt, they'll likely come after you until they conclude that turning away is the best option. Number 6. Attack silently. If you're unlucky and can't spot a croc sunning on land, the next best thing is to sneak up on it, which won't be easy. You'll have to move slowly and carefully, just as how certain predatory cats manage to ambush a reptile. This is because these felines, like jaguars, take care not to make splashes or waves in the water where crocodiles live. The problem is that crocodile skin is highly sensitive, even more so than our fingertips. Despite being armored from head to toe, their snouts include approximately 9,000 receptors that they employ to track what's going on in the environment. In fact, if you move carefully, they won't be completely clueless of what's going on because their senses detect changes in their environment. It will most likely only delay the process of finding, which is why I said to tread carefully but not slowly. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take me 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal: you just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribes button and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 15 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 5. Roll in the same direction. If you know anything about crocodiles, you know that rolling is the most devastating weapon of any croc. That's because we'll be focused on how to help you survive if you fail your hunting mission so that you can return and finish what you started with your new croc adversary one day. Now you believe you made a mistake and the croc is on to you. Assume it's tightening its grip on your arm as it prepares to conduct the notorious death roll. You should roll in the same direction as the crocodile. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but rolling in the same direction increases your chances of not losing your lip. If you go the other way, the croc will snap your arm off, which is not what you want. Sure, performing circles when you're terrified will be nauseating, but consider this: the death roll consumes a considerable amount of the croc's energy. Once it's drained, it'll rest and you'll have a few seconds to flee. Number 4. Poke it in the eyes. Okay, this is one of the first things I do if I'm in the thick of an attack. So here's something for you, my man: judge its eyes. It's a tried and true trick for any complicated and perilous circumstance. It's a universal soft spot for everyone, including crooks and perverts in back alleyways. How do you best avoid pain? You deal with the discomfort. There's a reason why it's still in everyone's self-defense kit. Poke it, gouge it, kick it, and make sure it knows what it's up to. You are not only causing great injury to it by removing its eyes, but you are also benefiting yourself if it loses sight. Sure, it may thrash around like crazy after, but at least it won't know where you'd run off to. Number 3. Jab it in the nose. Remember what we said about the croc having 9,000 sensitive sensors in its snout, and you know what to do when you're in? You jab it, especially in the nostrils. It'll injure the croc because its sensitive sensors were just smacked, and it'll make it difficult for it to breathe now. What will that consequence do? It will, of course, free you. It won't be able to breathe otherwise. The advantage of this method is that you don't have to reach very far. Number 2. Cold temperature. While I'm on the subject of the best times to see a croc, I might as well start with this. Because these reptiles brumate, you might be safer fighting one off during the chilly seasons. See, brumation is the reptilian analog of mammalian hibernation in that they slow down and become sedentary. Their metabolism slows as well, and they stop feeding, leaving mud holes as a source of warmth and refuge. You can see where I'm coming from, lethargic crocodile. I hope they slow down to the point where we can traverse faster than they can, even though the cold winds damage us as well. Pile up on those clothes alright, because otherwise, you might become a popsicle before finding one of those guys. Number 1. Hire guide. This is the last and most important piece of advice. You cannot hunt this lethal predator on your first attempt, and maybe the chances are high for the last. That's why hire a guide. There are paint hunting trips available online. They know far more than you and I do, and my knowledge is limited to what you can find on the internet. They, on the other hand, have first-hand experience, so if you want to ensure you acquire a prize that is genuinely succeeding to hunt a croc while remaining safe, be in the company of one of these guys. Aside from knowing what it's like to hunt, they also know the terrain well, which is vital for what you're sending out to do, as we'll see later. After all, you can't go into a dangerous sport like this blind. Surviving skills won't kill it, sure, but it'll save your life and give you a chance to kill one next time with what you won't get in on the first try unless you're trained.